Welcome to another video. Now this is the video basically where we're going to be sharing that code for the course on our academy targeting HVAC systems. Now in the previous shorts on our feed, on our previous videos as well, we announced that we'll be sharing an exclusive code that's going to be popping somewhere on the screen, and once you get the code you're going to be using it on the link in the video description to get access to a course on our academy simply for free. So if you're someone who just simply landed on this video, by all means join our growing community by clicking the subscribe and smashing that subscribe button, and stay tuned for the latest updates. And if you are a regular community member, by all means keep an eye on the coupon code that's going to be popping somewhere during the duration of the video. Once you spot the code, pause, click on the link, enter the code, and here you go. You're going to be getting access to the course along with the discussion groups and with the core content with detailed explanations, where you get to share your insights with other students as part of the course simply for free. Simply use the coupon code that you're going to be spotting on the screen at any point in time during the duration of the video and apply it on the link in the video description below, and that's simply it, and we'll see you in our academy. Now, putting that on the side, in this current video, we'll be talking about a very important topic that many professionals, whether you're a mechanical engineer and HVAC professional, you tend to ask yourself whether if you are embarking on a project where you have to be selecting an HVAC system. Whether you're a consultant, a contractor, you have it for a personal use or for a project that you're working on, many individuals, they tend to ask this following question: what is the most efficient HVAC system out there that's going to be the best choice for my project? Now let me tell you something. The question by itself from the beginning, from the get-go, is quite wrong, because when you are dealing with the subject of HVAC, you have to acknowledge the fact that it's a dynamic system. And that's why it's considered one of the most complicated engineering disciplines as a subdomain of mechanical engineering. Because of that nature, it's quite dynamic. It requires a lot of consideration for many aspects that could either make or break your project. So if you're asking yourself, or you're simply looking around for the most efficient HVAC system for your project, you should pause at this point and you need to rephrase and reconsider your question from a different perspective by taking a look at your application. The first thing that you need to be asking yourself if you're working on a project: what is the application that I'm going to be selecting my HVAC system for? And based on that question, you are going to collect as much information as you can on your application and the limitations, as I'm going to explain to you during the course of the video, before asking the question, what is the most efficient HVAC system? Because let me break it up for you. If you do have a project that you are working on and you do have a lot of options for various types of HVAC systems, even if you go for the most efficient HVAC system, it could be the poorest choice for your application. Now, based on engineering, from an engineering perspective, the most effective HVAC system would be a heat pump system, which uses the geothermal energy from the ground to provide the load requirements for your application, which you're going to be digging in the ground, using the hot water, the steam from the ground, to be able to use it for the heat pumping applications. Let's say you're in a cold country and you want to provide some heating requirements for your space. Now, from that specific criteria, for that specific application, that seems as the most efficient HVAC system. But if you take that application to a different part of the world, it could be the poorest choice that you're ever going to have. Simply, you'll not be able to apply such a system. You're not going to be able to install such a system, not to mention to operate such a system in the first place. So you get the picture right here. First thing that you should take a look at before diving into the most efficient HVAC system for your application, you should know your application inside out. And you'll be starting with the type of the application you're going to be using the HVAC system for. Is it something commercial? Is it something residential? Is it for a mall, a building, a hospital? Any code requirements within the space or the area that you're going to be operating in? Any budget requirements your client has if you're working on a project for someone else? And most importantly, any design limitations or site limitations which will prevent you from using a specific system in the first place. You could be working on a project in a villa in a remote area, and from an engineering perspective, the best suited option would be to have a chilled water system. But because it's in a remote area, you'll not be able to install such a system in the first place. And if you do, you need to have lots of prep work in the beginning to be able to install such a system. So you see the difference in that sense. Having an effective or the most efficient HVAC system, it doesn't mean it's the best suited option for your application. So the first step before you get into the elimination process, which system is the most efficient HVAC system for my project, you should ask yourself the following question. What is my application? What are the limitations? Any codes within the area I'll be dealing with? Any specific budgetary requirements from your client or from your own end if you're working your own project? And from that point onwards, then you're going to examine the various options that you have for the systems. Are you going to consider a decentralized or a centralized HVAC system? Now, let me just take a side note here. If you have no idea what's a centralized and a decentralized HVAC system, we do have a video on that specific subject. And also it's mentioned with details in the course in our academy that you're going to be getting some access as you spot the code during the duration of the video. So these details, we're going to be providing them in these videos within our academy for you to have a better perspective on the entire HVAC subject. So once you're able to classify which system are you going for, you're going to go for the subcategories for those systems. What are the ones which are able to provide the load requirements for your space? If you do have cooling requirements, let's say, and you're going for plus 400 tons of cooling, you'll be most probably going for a chilled water system or district cooling system. And I'm definitely not going for, let's say, a split unit system because it would cost you a lot in terms of the electricity bill at the end of the day. However, you cannot get to that level of detail just simply by asking yourself what is the most efficient HVAC system. So this is the wrong question to be asking yourself in the first place. The question should be, what is the most effective HVAC system based on my application? What am I going to be using it for? What are the limitations on the project? What are the budgetary constraints? Any site limitations? Most probably, if you do on the pen of paper calculations, you might end up with having the chilled water system to be the best option for you, but you'll be surprised that some projects you don't have space on sites to install such a system. So if you are an HVAC professional, whether an HVAC technician, mechanical engineer, HVAC engineer, MEP engineer, projects manager, an architect, the first thing that you should keep in mind when you are asking the question, what is the most efficient HVAC system out there? You need to pause and try to look at your application closer and try to investigate the details of your application based on the following ends. The location. What are the site limitations in terms of access points? Are you able to access the space or not? In terms of the budget that you have, in terms of the ability to install and maintain such a system. Then, based on those criteria, you're going to examine which system best matches those the application that you have. Maybe it could be a couple of systems, it could be a split unit, a package system, a ducted system, irrespectively. Then you'll end up with a handful of systems. And following which, now you are in the right position to ask, what is the most efficient HVAC system out of those systems which are best suited for my application? Because this will save you a lot of hassle down the road, because you could have the most efficient, most effective HVAC system, but does not meet the requirements of your project. So that's why it's always to keep in mind the generic approach to a system selection does not apply quite exclusively for an HVAC application. So we're going to be pausing at this specific piece of information right now, and we're going to leave it for extra further discussion in the upcoming videos where we tackle various systems and we have a better discussion on various subjects related to engineering and other ends of the spectrum as well. Now at this point, if you are new to the channel, make sure that you click the subscribe button and smash the like buttons as well. And most probably during the duration of video, code has popped somewhere. So if you didn't spot the code, replay the video or just simply scroll back, try to find that code. Once you do so, simply go ahead and click on the video link description below and input the coupon code in order to get access for our course, which is explaining with further details the various types of HVAC systems. And once you are done with the course, feel free to engage with further students within our academy on the subject, and all of that simply for our community members for free. So simply use the coupon code, but keep in mind these coupons simply they're going to be running out. In case you get the notification that you cannot get access, unfortunately most probably they have run out. So claim the opportunity. You get free access for the course, you get to participate and engage with members in the community as well. We do have a quiz as part of the course as well for you to apply and try to test your knowledge. So on that note, I'm going to leave you off, and I'll see you in the upcoming video. Till then.